Wondle helps you capture your thoughts and then turns them into well-written text. In this demo, I'm going to show you everything you need to get started with the app. Here you have your main recording view, and to the left you have your personal space. This is where all your recordings are going to be stored once they are processed. To the right you have your settings. And so in order to get started with a recording, you just hit the record button and start speaking. And don't worry too much about how you say things, because Wondle doesn't just transcribe what you say, but it also transforms your words based on the style that you have selected. And this can be selected down here to the right. Currently basic summary is applied, but we could change it, for example, to 2 times shorter. And another note on this is that you can also create your own rewrite styles. If you wanted to do that, you just go to the settings over here, and then you go to styles, and then create new style. Once you created your style, it will then show up in the options here. You can also select which folder this is going to be stored in, which, like, especially once you have more documents or different kinds of documents, becomes in handy. I'm going to show you folder creation in a moment. But yeah, that would be down here to the left, and demo for this is probably just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and process this, which will create a Wondle document. And there are 2 main views to the document. What you see right here is your note view, where all your notes for this document are going to be. The notes are what has been transformed from your actual raw transcript. And then you can also tap over into your raw transcript. And here you also have your actual voice note. For these documents, you can append as many notes as you want. So I could, for example, add another note to this document, and it will just add it to the existing one. Yeah, so it's just busy adding this. And then another thing here is that both for the notes and the transcripts, you can just press the copy button, which will then copy either of them to the clipboard if you want to export it anywhere else. Of course, you can also make edits to the notes and the transcripts. You can just tap into it and make any edits. And then lastly, on the notes here, if you perhaps didn't select the correct rewrite style, you can go to the options here for a specific note and change the style. So here I could, for example, change it to a task list, which in this context doesn't make sense, but it's just for the demo. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything I wanted to say about the document itself. I'm going to talk a little bit about the organization of documents in Wondle. So you have folders, but you can also create folders inside folders. The document that we were just working with sits here in the demo folder because that's what we specified. But if we wanted to, we could create another folder inside this folder. And then once we created it, the document we previously added can just be moved over there. And then, of course, in any folder that you're in, you can also quick create a new document with recordings and notes. Yeah, so those are the basics of the app itself. I also do want to briefly just show the audio import, which is another big use case. So you can go to any of these apps here or any other app really on your phone that has voice notes. And I'm going to show you how you can import those voice notes into Wondle. So here, for example, in the voice memos, if I select this, I just need to find the share button and then select Wondle. And if Wondle doesn't show up as an option for you, you just go to the more option and then add it from the suggestions. But yeah, here I can just take Wondle. It will take that audio file and it's now ready for transcription. And maybe this one I want to store inside audio import. And it's going to do exactly the same thing, just with the external file that came in from voice memos. And again, here I have my my transformed note, and then I can tap over into my actual transcript. Another thing I want to show is how to make recordings more quickly. This is something that happens to me. I often have a thought, but I want to get it done as quickly as possible. So for that, we have widgets, both on your home screen and on your lock screen. And this is just now adding a widget for Wondle on the home screen. You can select from any of these two sizes here. And then if you tap this widget, you are brought directly to the recording screen, and you're ready to record. Now, the same applies for the lock screen. And here, in order to add the widget, I just long press, and then I say customize, select the lock screen, and then add the Wondle widget. And now here the same thing. If I now from the lock screen, well, I now need to add my password, but I'm basically brought straight here.